Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is the Teachers Lounge Live podcast. Yes.
Yes, golf clap.
We
Polite
are
golf
in the
clap.
building.
My name is Chris Stoneham. I'm a seventh grade math teacher, and I also do stand-up.
My name is Matt Jones. I am mostly seventh grade drama teacher. I also do stand-up comedy, and I'm an actor.
Yes. My name is Zoe Johnson. I run theater programs and after-school programs, and I'm also an actor and a comedian. So let's get busy. Let's go.
Let's get busy.
Yeah.
So, Zoe, let me ask you, because you're the only one that's actually still in school, because Matt and I have had spring break. How's your week?
Yeah, dude. How are you doing?
Woo.
Yeah. We haven't had to teach in a week.
Yeah, you know, it's been hard, man, because you know what? These kids are being rebellious against the teachers now. And this one kid just told this instructor, I don't like to play. I don't like this play. I want to do something else.
So is he following that thought in his brain, like saying, like, I am going to do something else?
Yeah, he wants to do a different play, but it's too late. You know, we only got like a couple
what you
months
should
left.
tell him?
Yeah,
Harrison Ford didn't like doing Star Wars.
I know. Yeah.
So,
he
you know,
did it. Yeah.
He doesn't know who
Give it a
Harrison
chance.
Ford
Exactly.
is, though.
Like, who is that? No,
Yeah.
I wish they could comprehend that. But it's just been a lot because, you know, we gotta, you know, when kids feel like they don't want to do it, they just don't want to do it. Then they convince other kids not to do it.
Oh,
You see
dude,
what
yeah,
I'm
they
saying?
lead the rebellion.
Yeah.
I hate it, dude, when they try to throw the captain off the ship.
Absolutely. And
So to
I hate when other kids convince other kids to be bad or just convince other kids it's not interested. And it's like, you know how y'all deal with the 7th and 8th graders?
Mm-hmm.
I'm dealing with the 5th graders that think they so cool now. You see what
The
I'm saying?
5th graders are the upperclassmen, dude.
And yeah,
They still got
elementary.
pudding on their face, but they're the upperclassmen.
Facts.
So has this kid been
Facts.
able to kind of recruit a little bit?
He has. He
Really?
has. He's a good looking kid. He's smooth. And he's talented. He's a talent. Most of the bad kids are super talented. You see what I'm saying? Because
Well, you have to have charisma, dude.
you have to.
They're crooked politicians.
Absolutely.
You know
And this
what I
kid
mean?
has a lot of charisma. Smooth.
Yeah.
Dressed nice. But he's just convincing like other kids that this is not cool no more. But he was in it since 3rd grade.
And the kids listen.
They listen.
And they'll listen to that kid more than they'll listen to you.
Facts.
Because he's eye level with them.
Yes. he's with them.
Metaphorically and literally.
Yeah. So now we got to play his game. You see what I'm saying? Now we got to work around him. Like, hey, you know what? Hey, we hear what you're saying. So why don't you just be the MC?
It's like negotiating hostages. with a
Exactly.
toddler.
Exactly. So now
Yeah.
we give him bigger parts. Why don't you open up the show? Why don't you MC? Because we think you got a lot of personality. He's like, yeah, I do got personality. So why don't you MC it? Yeah, you know what? Let me think about it. I'll get back to you in 2 more weeks because we got spring break tomorrow. It is for 2 weeks. He said, let me just think about it and I'll get back to you in 2 weeks. Be like, oh.
I wonder how he's going to
Yeah.
feel about that,
So
man,
funny.
because,
yeah.
you know, then you're going to see other kids still part of the play, but
Yes.
you're not really part of the play.
Facts.
And then he might get a little bit of FOMO.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. And that happens every year. What happens is if the kids start having fun, they start doing their thing, and then the other kids like, well, I do miss that. I miss the attention I got. I miss how fun it really was. And then they always come back anyway. So
But you also
yeah.
kind of got to be like, you made your bed, lie in it. You know
Yeah,
what I mean? Like
yeah.
if you leave, but at the same time, it's not like you're going to find a new actor if it's a big role, especially like days before the play. So it's like
Yeah.
you kind of do need him.
Yeah, we do, but we also got
You know?
understudies that's just as hungry.
Really?
Yeah, we got understudies too.
Yeah.
But they're just as
That's
hungry.
what's up.
They might not be as talented, but they can be if they put the work in.
Do you know
So,
what I
yeah.
imagined?
Yeah.
Do you remember in Rocky 3 when Apollo takes Rocky to Los Angeles?
Yeah.
And he takes him and he goes into the gym and he's like
Gym.
looking at all those. See what they got? They got
Yeah.
the eye of the tiger. Rock.
Exactly.
That's what I'm picturing all of the understudies.
That's how it is.
They're just boom, 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 and then
Yeah.
just walking by and they're just hungry.
Yeah. Exactly.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the gym for actors.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah, and it's crazy. The understudies are younger kids too, so they don't like we don't care about that what he's talking about because they're young, so they're hungry too. So
Let me
yeah.
ask you this.
Yeah.
Do they, and by the way, guys, thank you so
Yes.
much for tuning
Thank
in.
you for
We
tapping
are
in.
Yep.
nothing on this podcast without you guys. Teacher Strong. We appreciate you guys coming in here, listening to us week after week, sending us your comments, telling us how you feel. So just want to let you guys know that we appreciate
And we
you.
love you. Thank you so much.
We do. We
Yeah.
love you.
Literally. Yeah.
So the thing is what were we just talking about? I just had a brain fart. I had to do that real quick.
Yeah,
so.
no,
The understudies.
Understudies.
Yeah.
Yeah. So do they? Because see, I'm doing the same thing. I'm middle school.
Yeah,
I'm teaching drama, but the play is actually this next week.
Mm.
Like our play is literally coming right back after spring break, and so I'm gonna be
there. Are you ready for it?
Yeah, because dude, I'm the most relaxed I've been in a while from just being on this break. I feel way rejuvenated.
Okay.
But the thing that I'm worried about is I'm going to be around these kids till 8:00 at night, from 8 in the morning till pretty much 8 at night this week. I'm going to be at the school. And for that, I'm dreading it because by noontime, I know I'm going to be like
losing it,
feeling it, and then trying to get
everybody
6th, 7th, and 8th graders to do one thing. Trying to get them to do one thing is crazy, but they also know these are good kids.
Okay.
And it's my advanced class. And they also know that they got to look good too. They're going to look bad.
Yeah.
But there are some issues to where it's like some of them don't know their lines fully.
Okay. I'm about to ask that question.
Who does that reflect on
everybody
if they don't know their lines? Well, everybody, obviously.
But that kid, yeah.
But the teacher too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's like, well, I guess he doesn't know how to direct.
Yeah, yeah,
and
absolutely.
It's like, I've been telling him or her to memorize their lines. Please do it.
Yeah, yeah.
But they are really, really good.
Really?
Like, these kids are very, very talented.
I wish I had that grade, honestly.
Oh, dude, they're so talented.
Yeah.
But the thing is getting them to sometimes focus in rehearsals is very difficult.
Really?
Do you have that problem?
Absolutely. That's all the kids. So let me ask you a question. So you have the kids, some of the kids on stage rehearsing and the other kids are sitting down. Are those the ones that's not focusing, or it's just...
It's all of them.
All of them. Okay.
It's literally all of them.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like, there'll be like somebody, I could be talking to one of them and be like, okay, this is a pivotal scene. This is where your father dies and he is going to be resuscitated back to life. And then they'll just be like hula hooping. And I'm like, oh, please
listen,
just listen. And then somebody's like banging the keyboard. It's just, it sounds like the thoughts somebody
organized
has
chaos.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's not organized though. It's just chaos.
Yeah. I got an idea for you. I'll share with you after the show that could help with that.
Please do.
Yeah, yeah.
Please do.
But you're kind of lucky, with what you're doing, because I think that it sounds there's so many more adults involved.
Yeah.
There you go.
Right?
Yeah.
So so you guys, when you put on these plays, right? They're short versions
Of the play, yeah.
of the original plays.
Mm-hmm.
So about how long are they?
They go from 15 minutes to 30 minutes.
Got it.
So the whole play.
Yeah, whole play. We
wow.
We showed the whole hour play down to 15 to 30 minutes.
I love it.
Because it's just too long of a play
Dude,
for
I
those young
love
kids.
that.
Yeah.
Ours is like an hour and a half.
Oh,
like,
yeah, that's
but
a lot.
that 15 to 30 minutes, no wonder you can do so many of them. So you told me, but like, tell them like what plays are you guys actually working on right now?
We do Toy Story. We're doing Shrek. Book of what is it? Toy Story, Shrek. Toy Story, Shrek. Forget that, and Sing. I can't think of the last one for some reason.
So walk me. I mean, you have different people like working for you, but like, could you walk me through Toy Story, like the 15 minutes of how that happens? Because we know they
combine one. Because it's a Toy Story coming out this summer, I believe. I think it's Toy Story. Is it 3? I think
4. No,
4. It's 4.
Already
No, it's 4. It's 4. So they combine 1 and 2, 1 and Toy Story 3 together. They combined the script
in 15 minutes.
Yeah, in 15 minutes. Yeah, they just took the best out of each one of them and combined it. We got a whole set. We got like.
Is it a cohesive plot though?
Yeah.
Now, will this is also, these kids get to perform at like a real like performing arts center too.
Yeah.
It's not like they're just at some regular school.
No, they're performing on a real theater, like a 2,700 seat theater.
And how many people show up to this?
It's packed.
So
it's 2 shows. Both of them are packed.
Almost 2,700 people.
Yes, both shows.
That's gotta be
and so
that is crazy. As a kid,
that's dope. And it's not just that. They got costume. They got makeup. They have a real set on stage.
And I bet you, since these kids are younger, their ego probably isn't as threatened by that, but maybe I'm wrong.
It's no
middle
ego.
school. It's like there's too much on the line.
It's like
If you turn your head the wrong way in middle school, you get treated like a pariah.
Absolutely,
you're like in Calcutta and you're a leper.
Oh wow,
Yeah, like middle school is very judgmental.
I can believe that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's the meanest age, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, I love middle school.
Oh, they're 100%
but,
the meanest age.
I mean,
yeah, easily.
But
You know?
they're also more talented because they're older too. We have younger kids. My grade is like from first grade to fifth grade.
Is it weird watching like a first grader pretend to be like a politician or something? It's got to be like kind of adorable.
Yeah, we
Like a
just
floppy
we just
coat.
had to do cute stuff.
4 scores
Yeah,
and
exactly.
7 years ago.
Yeah, but we just had to do cute stuff, you know, say have fun with them. They might do some dances and stuff like that. But it's some talented first graders.
That's super cool.
Yeah, but
Dude.
what about y'all? What about you?
Matt.
My
right?
week has been great, dude. I know
Spring
usually
break.
I have some juicy stuff to get on here and tell you guys about how miserable teaching's making me. But dude, the best part about teaching is the breaks.
Yeah, absolutely.
Our breaks are phenomenal. And we earn them because, you know, we get hit by bombs every day, but it's like it's been a really cool time. I went up to the Bay with my fiance. We hung out with her parents. Yeah, there's really nothing crazy interesting happening in my life right now. And I like that. I like the boring life. I like not coming in with the side of my hair sticking up, stressed out about teaching with Christopher Lloyd hair. I also got a haircut too. I don't know.
That's actually a
booyah.
legit haircut because
Yes.
most of the time you just buzz the whole thing off.
Yeah, I usually just shave my head like I'm in Fight Club. You know, like I'm setting up Fight Clubs.
Whose choice was that?
Oh, it was Alexa's 100%.
100%.
100%.
Yep.
But
Baby,
here's the
why
thing.
don't you cut your hair, baby? Why don't you cut
Yeah,
it?
and I was like, no. Because I feel like I don't know. For some reason,
I'm a man.
when your significant other wants you to do something, you're like, the next thing I do, if I say yes
yes,
to me getting a haircut off of your suggestion,
absolutely.
I'm going to lose my manhood. I'm going to start tucking sweaters into khakis.
Absolutely.
Wearing, you know what I mean? Like
She's going to want you to dress like how she wants you to dress.
She wants you to dress.
Yeah.
Right? And
Yeah.
then all of a sudden she was like, you should get a fade. I go, absolutely not.
Yeah.
Because you guys already know this, but I don't want to be the white guy that changes his entire personality.
Yeah.
For his black girlfriend,
Yes.
black fiance.
Yes.
you could say.
Yeah.
You know,
she gonna have you
Yeah,
in
wearing
turtlenecks and stuff like that. You know, something different. You know what I'm saying?
And it
Some
is a
swag.
glow up.
Yeah,
She
yeah.
does have great
She got-
fashion sense.
She got taste. Okay.
She
Yeah.
does. She does. She's
First
got
the
great
hair,
taste.
then we're gonna work on the shoes.
Yeah. Exactly.
Then we're gonna work on your accent.
Exactly. She gonna have you walking like this.
No, dude, I'm
No,
already in my
kidding.
30s.
I'm
I know.
kidding. Yeah,
But
yeah,
but
yeah,
but
yeah.
there are the guys who start doing that and they start talking like this and stuff.
Oh, I
and
hate
I'm
that.
Like,
I
I
hate
hate
that.
it too, dude.
Yeah.
It's like you're born in Beverly Hills.
exactly. You have no
But
friends.
yeah, my week is good
That's good.
to do it. How about you?
My week is just all maintenance stuff. You know, it's like, okay, I time stuff pretty good. So it's like I can do the dentist. I went and got like the yearly physical and all that.
Important
you know,
stuff. Thank you, bro.
Yeah,
You gotta get that. That's important.
all of that. It's
Yeah.
like I don't know if you guys can see it. I have this like little thing right in the middle of my head. Can you guys see it?
Yeah, I can now that you pointed
Yeah.
it.
So it's
What,
like
some girl scratch you or something?
no, dude,
No,
that's
okay.
a spot from. It probably won't even be able to see it on there, but it's a spot from like the sun, right? And it grows.
Okay.
But so it's like I got that like liquid nitrogen or whatever they use to
Yeah,
take
yeah.
that and like a couple of them off.
Okay.
You know, just maintenance stuff, dude.
Maintenance stuff. But you know what? Even
happens,
with
that
that,
happens.
you got the
You got
Chris has the best jawline in Southern California. Look at that jawline, dude.
Hey man,
People are getting implants to look like that.
wow, man.
Jawline implants.
You know,
You
we
should
can
say-
end
you
the
should
show
say that
now,
hat.
guys.
Yeah.
I have enough.
Yeah.
I feel good enough about the show. We're done here.
No, so anyways, though, your week was all
Yeah, my week
maintenance,
was
you know?
pretty good. I've done a ton of stand up, especially just hitting mics.
the
That's,
best.
that's the best.
And
yeah.
then reading and trying to hang out. Like, hey, tomorrow I'm gonna meet Mr. Thompson, Kip Thompson, up for lunch.
Oh, nice.
Awesome. Let me ask you this. Are you getting the Sunday scaries yet? Because you know tomorrow's Friday. Our spring break is almost over.
You know what I'm actually dreading in a weird way
What's that?
is it's made me want to move it up a day. Is I do like my regular cleaning on Saturdays
Mm-hmm.
for my place, and it's made me want to do it tomorrow so I could have 2 days of just absolutely nothing before I get back into school. So I guess a little bit
Cleaning
of that
your
Sunday.
place or your classroom?
No, my apartment.
Oh, okay.
Mm.
I like to do a
Deep clean.
I call it deep clean, but I do a regular cleaning once a week. Deep cleaning, do you know what I mean? Like mopping and all that kind of stuff. The hardwood floors,
Yeah.
every other week.
Dope.
It's the best, bro. Don't it
what's
feel good to mop a floor, bro?
Oh, I hate
Oh.
it.
That's the best feeling in the world. I don't know what you use, the pine sol, whatever.
Smells good, though.
Mop.
Oh, well, when I say mop, I use the Swiffer.
So, you know what? I
Swiffer.
don't like the Swiffer. I like the old school mop, man.
Yeah?
Just, yeah, put the hot water on it.
Yeah,
Dude, I
I'm
haven't
doing that.
mopped in so long.
Yeah.
I'm disgusting. Yeah, there's just dead spiders stuck to the floor.
And before we forget, guys, thanks again for tuning in. Thanks again also for all of the comments and the messages that you guys send us. You have no idea how much we really appreciate it, because a lot of the time we get it. People don't feel comfortable posting or commenting on stuff. And so they'll send a private message instead. So never fear. Like, we've read out people's private messages. We would always ask you, hey, this is like really good. And we take out your name and, any details.
Absolutely.
So that you never have to worry about anything.
Unless you post it on the public forum, then
That's different.
We're screenshotting it and the name definitely is up there. Can we go to the questions? You
Let's
guys
go to
ready?
the questions.
Let's go to the questions. The first one. Fumorism.
I
Thank
can
you.
read this.
Fumorism.
The
Okay.
teacher equals the infantry soldier on the front lines. And in this day and age, they are fighting inside enemy territory, taking a pounding while trapped in a panzer movement by the policymakers, state and local, and the admins, along with the students. The U.S. ed curriculum is a joke.
Wow, we got a poet on our hands,
Dang.
dude.
Wow.
Using some top tier
World War
comparisons.
II terminology.
World War II terminology. This person's a history teacher, probably.
They have to be.
They
Or
have
just-
to be.
or
There's
just-
no other way that they.
Or just really love World War II.
Yeah, World War II. I love it. So,
So in case anyone doesn't know, and I'm probably mispronouncing it too, but Panzer or whatever movement, it's when you're getting attacked on all sides.
yeah, and there is no better explanation for it than you are getting attacked on all sides. You
Yep.
know, like we've talked about the different things like in the classroom, like what the issues actually are. Some people, they have really tough admin. Some people have really tough students. Some people have all of the above.
All of it.
And it's
yeah.
all. I'm lucky enough to where, dude, I teach middle school and I am having a very hard time, but at least my admin's cool. You know what I mean? At least they're
Mm.
cool. They're cool to me, But what I will say is that, yeah, you just really have to take it one day at a time, because you do kind of get sort of like crazy warlike symptoms to where, like, loud noises, people talking too much, you become extremely sensitive
You know what I'm
to
afraid
everything.
of?
I snap on people during the week, and
My-
I hate that I do that.
My fear is that one day I'm going to be, I will snap, but it'll be like Billy Bob Thornton and
Sling Blade.
no, in the Bad Santa. Do you remember when the kid comes up while he's eating his salad?
No, I don't.
Oh my God,
But I've
it's
seen
one
it.
of the funniest
That's
lines.
dope. He lost it. Yeah.
Yeah, and the kid,
Yeah.
Santa,
Yeah.
I'm trying to eat my fucking
Yeah,
lunch.
yeah.
And he has salad dripping out.
Just dripping out of his mouth. Dude, there are times where you're afraid that you're going to drop some words that you shouldn't drop because it's too much overstimulation. No one would ever expect you to not cuss in battle, but you're expected to not cuss in school. In a classroom that is packed to the brim with sardines, to where there's no consequences, and you just have literally kids talking to you, saying their sentence like it's the most important thing, whether it's scissors, going to the nurse, going to the bathroom.
Yeah.
Everything is a level 10 urgency, and you have to just keep your cool all day long. It makes you goofy
Yeah, I think
and
of,
weird.
because for me, you guys know how I always think about the structure, right? And stuff like that is, in a lot of ways, I remember my dad, when I was a kid, I said, Dad, what made Vietnam so incredibly messed up? He goes, it was an incredibly political war. So
Yeah.
you go over there and they're like, yo, you got to take that hill, right? And you go and you take that hill and you lose men, everything to get that hill. And then you're there for one day. And then the policymakers back home, because playing politics, go, no, now you got to get off that hill. And that's kind of what it feels like with teaching, meaning like they're always introducing this new thing that you're supposed to do, that you're supposed to learn, and a hill that you're supposed to die on. And then that seems so important. And then 6 months later, a year later, whatever, they go, yeah, that didn't really matter. Why were you on that hill?
Wow.
Well, you told us to get on the hill.
Yeah.
But then
Why do you
everybody else blames the teacher and be like, oh, teachers are soft now. You know,
Yeah.
you hear a lot of that type of rhetoric, and it's like they don't want to be, but it's like we have to kind of go with what we're told. You know what I mean?
And you feel like y'all just on a testing ground. They tell you to do something and then switch it up all of a sudden and say, no, we don't
More or
like
less,
that.
yeah.
And
Yeah.
actually, that's funny that you mentioned that the whole thing about a testing ground. A veteran teacher who's now retired told me this. He said the public school system in Los Angeles is actually the testing ground for future policy towards the citizens,
Okay.
the people that live in the city. So, for
How
example,
so?
it's a great example is, when they got rid of all the consequences for behavior, right? You weren't in the public school system at the
No.
time, right? And we were just like, what? This is crazy. It was only 2 years later is when they introduced the legislation in throughout the state of, hey, let's allow criminals to steal more from $450 to $950. The reason why they were able to kind of test out getting rid of consequences, because not enough people complained when they got rid of the consequences for the kids. So then it's like, okay, let's see which more we can actually get rid of. And so a lot of that's
Yeah.
where he was talking about like the breeding ground for that. And I thought that was pretty interesting, but I was like, it's kind of true.
Yeah, dude. Speaking of no consequences, it's so funny. My fiance's parents were just watching like body cam footage of just people getting like arrested for acting crazy in airports. Like it'd be like some lady be like, I can do whatever I want. You can't tell me nothing. And she's just like throwing back shots and she's getting arrested. And I'm just like, dude, they're acting exactly like middle schoolers with no consequences. And it's crazy because you see that correlation like you're talking about with like policy, how that correlates to, like the shoplifting and everything. It's really, 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 really wild because it's like if you learn that you don't have any consequences, it's like, what's going to make you shut that off in your brain?
Nah, you're going to keep doing it. Yeah.
When you're older. That's why you see the guy on Cops and it's got like a rat tail and like a cigarette hanging out of his mouth. He's like, I didn't do nothing. And it's like, well, you did do something.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, I didn't do nothing.
Yeah.
And it's like the number one things that kids say. It's like, why did you do that? What do they say? I didn't do anything.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you're not learning. It really is setting society up to fail.
I think
100%,
they definitely got to bring consequences back and be strict at the beginning, because I feel like talking to the kids just don't work anymore. Sending kids to the office don't work anymore. Having a long talk with the principal, sending them back into class doesn't work. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, you know what the
You need to
issue is?
experience.
Yeah.
For that bottom 25%,
Yeah.
it doesn't matter if you have consequences or not.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like when you're like the consequences and having that, what we're really always trying to do, the top kids can learn whether almost if you're a bad teacher, good quality kids could still learn. Do you know what I mean? By quality, I mean they're self-starters, they figure stuff out and all that. What we're really trying to get to is that middle, right? That middle 50%. Because let's just say the 25%, they're going through so much stuff that you're happy that they're just at school.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
They're not ready to learn. Do you know what I mean?
You just
Like,
happy they there, they ain't causing
yeah,
troubles.
and you're
nothing.
like the kid needs therapy. They need shoot. If you could, you get them a new family.
Yeah.
You know, but that
Trade
middle
in the old
50,
one.
that's where we have to have those consequences and enforce them, because those kids will go in the right direction. But you have to push. You have to push and kick those kids, right?
Yeah, dude, it's like the conductor when he switches the train track. You have to curve it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and so it's like, because otherwise it's just going to go off of a cliff. But yeah,
And the crazy thing about it is that if they see one kid mess up, the other kids gonna mess up. Even the good kids, they gonna mess up. If they see this one kid do something in the classroom and no consequences, they're like, what's so good about him? You know what I'm saying? Why he didn't get in trouble? Now they gonna get upset. It's like, well, he got in trouble. He didn't get in trouble. I'm gonna act up too, because nothing happened to him.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So it's like whatever.
It's so crazy too. You got to find the kid also who is driving so much of the traffic, because every single classroom has a hidden mob boss. You
Absolutely.
have to figure out who the mob boss is in the class.
Mhm.
The guy who's giving out orders and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know, and it's usually the kid at least from what I've noticed teaching, I don't know if this is the same with you guys, but it's usually the kid that's bigger than all the other kids.
Yeah.
He's the one barking out orders. The kids treat him like a god.
Yes. Yes. The big kids, because they scared of the big kid. The big kid would beat everybody up in the classroom.
Yeah.
So
and
when
it's
he-
just irreverence.
Yeah.
Because he's bigger. you
Yeah.
know?
And he'd do stuff and not get in trouble. But also that big kid would make the other kid do something. Or if you don't do what I ask you to do, I'm gonna beat you up. So that other kids would act up in the classroom just so the big kid won't beat them up in the classroom.
Right.
It's crazy.
You have to find that one kid that can just change the trajectory.
Absolutely.
Find out that mob boss. You guys want to go to the next question?
Let's
Yeah, can I
go.
say
Yeah.
something real quick?
Yeah.
So I'm sorry that I checked my phone. One of my buddies is watching the podcast right now.
Yeah.
Do you remember, guys, when I pointed out that I had this done?
Yeah.
He took
Yeah.
a screenshot
It's
of me pointing to this and then sent it to me. My childhood friend.
That's so funny. While you were on the podcast.
Oh my God, we've known each other since we were 14 years old.
Really?
Oh my God.
He tapping there. He watching the podcast.
He'll
now?
watch the podcast.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
he's
He's just trolling you in real time.
Oh, he does it all the time.
He does
Then
it.
he'll also take the picture and put different haircuts on me.
That's funny.
Yeah,
Dude, it's so funny. You always have that friend who will Photoshop weird
I
stuff.
I love that. What's his name?
Steve.
What's
Good
up,
shot.
Steve?
What's up,
Steve? What's up,
Steve?
Steve? Thank you.
Thank you,
You mess
Steve.
with him.
All
Yeah,
right.
you can
Yeah.
Photoshop
Yes.
any of us.
Send it to us. We'll
Oh, no,
post
yeah.
it. We'll post it. Please.
Yeah.
We will.
Send it to us.
Yeah.
All right. Next comment. You got
All right.
this one.
Teaching in public schools is like being in an abusive relationship. Nothing you do is good enough and everything is your fault. Dude, yes. Speaking of the thing, that's what it feels like. You kind of feel like a battered person. You know what I mean? Everything is your fault. It's the most gaslighty thing that you could ever be a part
Yeah.
of. And it's weird too, because it's like when you try to tell, Chris calls them this sometimes. So we all know that there's like goofy legislation that has made it really hard to be a teacher.
Yeah.
But like everybody kind of knows that it's like a dog and pony show, that
Absolutely.
it's ridiculous. Like nobody really believes it. But every now and then you do meet, as you call them, the true believers, the people who really believe in PBIS, who really believe the new jargon that's brought up. And those are the people that make me feel really crazy.
Those are the people that scare me.
Well, because they're easily programmable.
Oh,
You know what I mean? Like
very-
they're the first person that if 1984 happens and they just start putting microchips in everybody's brain,
that's
they're going
a
to be the
great
ones that's
idea.
like, well, why don't you want to get a microchip in your brain? Those are the people who are going to be the ones who fall for it. But yeah, I definitely think that I have felt crazier working in education than I have in any other job. And I've lived in Hollywood for, I don't know, over 15 years.
If you say
So
when you say abusive relationship, you say those people you talk about right there. You also say the district. You also got the parents is beating you up. The kids is beating you up.
Everybody
Everybody's beating you up.
craps on the teacher, dude.
Absolutely.
Even sometimes you'll look at like comments and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You could talk about, man, it was a really rough day today teaching. You know, some kid threw a water balloon. It exploded on the ceiling. It got all over my clothes. I slipped and fell on the ground. I had to go to the hospital. This has never happened, but I'm just using an extreme example.
Yeah.
Somebody would be like, well, you know, this is what you signed up for. This is what you signed up for. You must not be that good of a teacher.
You know what?
And it's like, shut up.
You know what it is? It's two things. Number one, it's always the people that are the closest to the situation, meaning the closest to the kids, will always be blamed. Meanwhile, the blame could actually go, but the blame should actually go back to the people that are the farthest away, that are making decisions, and they aren't in the classroom whatsoever. You know, and number two, it's almost like playing sports, right? Like they end up blaming the people that they can see. You don't see the person in the shadows that's coming up with something like PBIS, do you know?
Yeah.
The
Or-
owners.
Yeah. You don't
Owners.
see that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't. So it's like, we totally agree with you. Teachers are the ones who always get blamed. And, you know, I never used the word gaslighting until I started
Or
teaching.
toxic.
Or toxic.
I know.
Yeah, it's like 22-year-old like white women memes. You know
Yes,
what I mean?
I
Like,
know.
Yeah.
that's my vocabulary now. Like, you know, I live, laugh, love. We'll take the next suggestion.
Yeah, what do they call it?
What do we got?
Self-time,
Let's get a-
self-recovery. I'm trying to think of like self-healing. No.
Self-healing?
No, what's the term? That,
No, care, some kind of care.
self-care.
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 Dude, if we-
Self-care.
Yeah, I say
Yeah.
words like self-care and
Yeah, we need to have a
toxic.
spa day, fellas, after,
Yeah.
after work. That's what we need to do. We all need to be in white robes in a spa. You want to get this one, Zoe? Can you?
I really can't see for the
Okay.
light.
I can say it.
Okay.
Yeah.
As a head custodian, I see all the BS teachers and support staff deal with. After school programs in my district are insane. Kids running around with poor supervision. Then I have to clean up the mess the next morning. Well, first of all,
100%.
let me say thank you so much to
After-school
all of the
programs.
other people that
Yes.
work at the school, because
Seriously.
you guys are the MVPs that are behind the scenes sometimes that no one really sees, and you guys are the ones that keep the school nice and up and running. So
100%.
much love. Thank you very much.
Really quickly to
Yeah.
piggyback off that, have you noticed how hard that has to be cleaning up after kids? Because I've worked in the service industry. The worst kitchen, or the worst, because like the worst thing to clean up that I ever could have imagined was Marie calendars, because it's old people eating mashed potatoes over carpet. You know how awful that would be to clear that up, but it has to be 10 times worse cleaning up after kids. Because kids, dude, think of your classroom of what you have to do just with one bag of Cheetos. It destabilizes the whole economy of your classroom. Imagine having to clean up the whole cafeteria. That's
Yeah.
like, that's
the
tough
worst.
work.
That's
tough work.
And thank you, Sean. Big shout out, Sean. That's who left the comment. Also, too, he brought up after school programs.
Sorry, guys.
These kids don't care where they ball stuff up and throw it away. They don't care. They'll put it on under a desk. They'll put it behind some bleachers. They don't care where they put stuff at because they just want to eat it and just throw it away. And sometimes I think that got to be taught at home. I feel like if you're messy, that's bad parenting too. Because
100%.
100%, because you don't clean up at home, you're not gonna clean up at school. But I feel bad for like somebody like Sean, they gotta clean up that stuff because they are bad in after school programs. So I make sure my instructors make sure the kids don't bring anything in the class. They just can't eat. You gotta eat when you go home.
Yeah, it's almost like they eat and then they just have to smear their sandwich on the ground.
Absolutely.
It's like there's so many. Dude, I
Yeah.
found sandwiches one time when I used to let the kids eat. I found sandwiches smudged between books.
Yeah.
It's like, why would
But
you do that?
From the book.
Like between books. So that means that they like spread the books apart, shoved the sandwiches in there. And then there was like, it was drawing bugs.
Oh my
And it was disgusting.
God,
That's how I found out
disgusting.
about it. And my classroom was always smelling weird.
That's
I just
why
thought it was some kid's backpack,
Yeah.
you know, or his
That's
hoodie or something.
disgusting.
Yeah, and it was, he was shoving ham sandwiches between.
No
the
wonder they're
books.
not reading the book.
Yeah, well, yeah, nobody
Yeah.
in there reads, so that's why they got away from it for so long.
That's
you know? But
disgusting.
it's pretty nasty.
Yeah.
Pretty nasty. You were gonna say something though, too, Chris.
No, actually, well, it was probably something else. But you know, when you said that things are taught at home, right?
Yeah.
And having class is something that is, someone can be upper class and not have any class,
Yeah.
right? Someone could be lower, middle, or whatever, and have class or not have class. And it reminds me of like living in different neighborhoods. What you're talking about is, I've lived in a neighborhood where people had dogs and they never cleaned up after their dogs. Like you would almost have to walk in the middle of the street to just avoid the sidewalks. And then when I moved,
Yes.
there were actually more people that had dogs in this new neighborhood than there was in the previous one. Sidewalks, absolutely immaculate.
Yeah.
There's no litter. You're going, what? But everyone here is walking a dog 24/7. How is
Yeah.
it not everywhere? It's because people actually respect not only themselves, but that other people
Yeah.
Other people live
And,
here.
and the area.
in the area.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's
absolutely.
nothing that
But-
makes me angrier.
But
than
because
that.
if you don't clean up in the area like that and someone sees you, they're gonna complain. Hey, bro, pick that up. Pick that up. What's wrong with you? Pick it up.
And if you're
Pick
in
it up.
if you're in
Yeah.
a neighborhood where people just let it go, if you said something like that in a bad neighborhood, now you're starting to fight.
Yes.
Well, the funny thing too,
Absolutely.
that like when you, I don't know if this happens in your after school programs, but whenever I
Yeah.
ask a kid to clean up something, let's say that this is a chip bag or just a water bottle. All right, guys, before we leave right now, whose water bottle is this? It's not mine. All right, it's not yours. That's fine. Guys, whose water bottle is this? And then kids will just look at you and like no one wants to throw it away. It's crazy.
Yep.
That's why I
It's crazy. And I'll be like, whose water bottle? And the bell will ring. I'll be like, all right, we're not leaving. Whose water bottle is this? Mister, just throw it away. No, that's no, because then I'm gonna have to throw like 90 of them away.
Yeah.
Whose water bottle is it? And finally, some kid will come over and be like, I'll throw it away. And then he throws it away. And I'm like, thank you, Garrett. I know that that's not your water bottle.
Yeah.
But thank you.
You know,
And
you
it
got-
sucks.
That's
you
why
know
I
what you
make every
gotta
kid
do?
initiative.
I'll walk the classroom, and I just point, hey, I'll say, I know it's not yours. I need you to pick that up, and just do it like that. Don't give kids the option, because that will end up happening.
Yeah.
Most kids, and then now you're fighting. Just walk through and go, hey, I know. Just say, I know it's probably not yours. Can you get that and throw it away? You can be the first to line up.
Yeah.
You know, give them like some kind of incentive
like
as
that.
well.
I like
See, the
that.
way you said
but it
that
just sucks though that I
makes
have
it-
to bribe them to throw away a piece of
Yeah.
plastic. You know,
But it also makes it a team effort too. Like, I know it's not yours.
this is our classroom.
Yes, it's something. Help
Yeah.
me out. I'll put you up there for doing that.
And a
It's
lot of the
team effort.
time,
yeah,
when you're doing it like that,
yeah,
they'll rat out who it is.
they know who it is.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
So-
love that. I love
Yeah,
that.
I love, like when you're a kid, it's like, don't be a narc, but it's like, dude, I love the narcs now. Like,
Oh,
dude,
they're the best.
narc, all you want. Like, be a teacher's pet narc, whatever it is, derogatory name you have for it now. Please be a narc.
But you
Because
only
it's like,
got.
those are my
I'm
favorite
telling you, for snitches, you only got up to 8th grade to be a
Snitches
snitch.
don't get snitches.
Because in high
snitches.
school, you cannot snitch at all.
Well, dude,
So you got up to 8th grade, the possibility to snitch on somebody. You go to high school, it's done deal.
I want to get a banner that says "Snitches get Jolly Ranchers." And snitches get stitches.
That'd be funny.
Snitches get candy.
yeah.
That's what they get. We'll go to the next one. See what we got cooking up here. Some parents have become expert legal analysts on how to get paid. It would be nice to hear you guys discuss how we got to this point in terms of policy and who's responsible for making it happen. I think you guys won't touch it though.
Oh.
We'll definitely touch it. But thank you, Daniel Gonzalez. Thank you very much, because this is an awesome comment. Yeah, a lot of parents have become expert legal analysts. And the funny part about it is, dude, the time that it takes to get that good with law, you could probably just go get a decent job because you're spending so much time learning the ins and outs of the loopholes to where you don't have to wait 3 years to get paid. Just go get a job. But a lot of these parents, it is kind of interesting because it's like you still have to apply some modicum of intelligence to be able to get good with
Yeah,
like,
I think
law,
that
you
some
know?
people also just end up finding law firms that will take it on, right? You
Yeah, that's
know?
true.
And I think that's the biggest issue. And so it's one of those things, right? Is something morally right just because you can get a payout in the courts?
No, not at all.
you-
In fact, a lot
Because
of
really
things
you're
are-
just proving the case, right? Or
Yeah.
proving, I guess, like, I
You're
wish I
finding
was
a
a
loophole.
lawyer so I could sound more like a lawyer right now.
Yeah.
But it's not that you can win the case, but doesn't mean that you're right. And that's the problem, is like, why is it that because someone proved their case, there you go. And then someone else is going to have to come along and sue to get that other thing taken away.
Yeah, it's just so wild. There are so many. There's no other way to put it. There's just a lot of losers. That's what it is, and that
Yeah.
they have to resort to that. But it's totally usurped education.
Well, I told you about the a friend that worked at another school, and there was a kid that was in there, and her family or her mother brought a lawsuit against that school. But I remember you talking about it.
Yeah.
But then he found out that like every school
That they went to.
that they've gone to, somehow every school has been racist because they bring a lawsuit. Because a lot of the time you're not trying to win, you're just trying to get them to go, okay, get enough. Because think of how much it costs to actually hire lawyers and to go to trial, all this stuff. So what you're really hoping is that they settle for like a smaller amount or whatever. Say it's 20,000, 25,000. Well, what if you could do that three times?
Easy. They do all the time.
That's $75K.
Yep.
Yeah.
That,
But-
I mean, dude,
but
that's
it's still stupid
more
because you
than
gotta
some
get
teachers make.
Yeah, but you still gotta get your lawyer half that. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes lawyers take more than half the percentage, so you're not really getting that much money. But it's just a
Yeah.
waste of time at the same time. And I just feel like families, they just lazy. They don't want to work. They just sue for sport. It's just stupid.
And people have no idea, but
Yeah.
you know, LAUSD, right? Second largest school district in the country.
What's number one, New York?
Yeah. But they have a dedicated legal team just for all the stuff that that the entire firm has just become an LAUSD firm because they have to handle so many they're constantly getting sued. constantly. It's a never-ending battle.
Really?
And
That's crazy.
That's so stupid.
it is, but it's people that want payouts. I mean,
Well, dude, you can sue. The thing that people
For
don't
anything.
realize is like, we talk about how legislation is made and stuff from this. You can sue for anything. Like I could try to sue you guys because of the way you're drinking water. It's probably not gonna work. But my point is, you have to have like some kind of a case. But it's like, dude, people sued McDonald's because they got fat from it.
Yeah.
Remember that? Like people
Yeah.
were like, they sued me and they were successful.
Yeah.
You can literally sue someone over almost anything. You can find some kind of a case.
watch, we'll be
And
sued
so-
one day for someone saying, "I'd like you to
Defamation of
take,
the
I'd
education.
like you to take down all of the content that that in the interview that you did with it, and my legal team will be
We'll be in touch.
yeah,
We'll be in
exactly,
touch if there's
exactly.
even one clip anywhere."
Exactly.
Dude, people want, that's why if you get married after you're famous, you have to protect your assets. I forget who it was. It was
Absolutely.
John Cena. I think it was John Cena.
Yeah. She will say something like that. Yeah.
I think it was John Cena though. It was like people were throwing a fit in magazine tabloids and stuff like that because he was getting married and he had a very strict prenup. And I'm like, dude, I don't blame him.
No, you got
I
to
don't
protect.
blame
You
him
got
because
to
it's like,
protect
you know
what
how
you
many
bust your
people-
butt for. Yeah, you work
know how many
hard.
people just want you for your money. And then it's like,
Absolutely.
and if she doesn't want you
Absolutely.
anymore, it's like, good.
You're messed up. Yeah, and then they
Mhm.
get half your money
The-
that
the-
you bust your butt before them.
yeah.
You know, like
The public school is John Cena.
Yeah, exactly.
It's
Yeah,
I
John
would
Cena.
say, when it comes to, I think almost everyone should get a prenup, not because
Oh,
of
I
like
am.
the whole like, it's because you never want anything to go wrong. But if it does, you want to know that both parties. I heard a lawyer actually state it this way, and I'm paraphrasing him. He's a really smart guy. I've watched a couple of clips, but he goes, but you want to make a decision based on what you're going to do when you're both still in love, so that if something happens, that becomes a less stressful thing while you're going through it, because you made better decisions, or you hopefully made those choices before it.
Oh,
actually-
dude, I am 100%. And you know me, like, I'm like, I used to be against them because for some reason I'm a Christian. I used to think that was like somehow not a Christian thing because I thought you're planning for divorce. That's the way I used to see it. But no, you're just safeguarding yourself. Like I look at it totally differently now. I have a prenup before I'm getting married. And
Dude,
so
she
it's
doesn't
like,
get one of your Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
No, she can have one of those. She doesn't get any of my Star Trek
Yeah, yeah.
figurines. You know what I mean?
Star Trek? He called them figurines. That's how you know
Figurines.
he's not a real fan. Ah,
I'm not a real Trekkie.
Yeah.
Sorry, I can't even do this that well.
he's like,
Yeah.
Thank y'all for the comments
Yeah.
as well.
Is it,
Thank y'all
now,
for the
is there
comments.
one more
Um,
comment that we could take?
I think there is.
Okay.
We got this one last
This
one.
last one.
You guys want people at the Board of Education haven't been in a classroom in 30 years. They think they have a clue how it is to teach these days. Those ancient strategies do not work. I like this one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How about those new strategies don't work too?
Well,
Yeah,
as
yeah.
you say, they're always recyclable though. It's
Yeah.
the same strategy over and over and over again. It's Groundhog Day. You know, they just
Do
recycle.
they have like, okay, for these people that's making all these rules, do they have like a thing where y'all could go up to like a board meeting and address y'all ideas of what things they might say that might not work, and y'all could address them right in the face?
I think
and
it's
say,
just like
"Hey,
the
I
Illuminati.
don't like
They
this."
put it out there and it's just like deal with
Yeah.
it. peasants.
no, yeah. So
You know?
that's the thing. You can do that,
Yeah.
but once they make a choice, it really doesn't matter. Like people put up a huge fight and were shouted down when they got rid of all the consequences, right? For the most part, for behavior.
Yeah.
There were teachers going, do you guys not see where this is going to go?
Yeah.
But they'd already made up their mind, and they're like, I guess you're not on board with restorative justice. I guess.
And
Oh
then
my
you sound like a
God.
bad guy because you're against something that is called restorative justice.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Even though it has all these crap cakes baked into it. You know,
Facts.
it's got arsenic in it, but if you don't want to eat it, all of a sudden you're the monster. And
You
it's
the
like,
bad one.
Yeah, so just join this death pact and eat this
And,
arsenic.
and I
It's-
think, and honestly, I think if y'all did step up and fight for y'all rights, and y'all not winning, everybody else gonna turn their back on y'all. Like, nah, Chris by himself.
Well, here's
Yeah,
the thing.
good.
You ready?
probably.
Yeah.
No, I don't think it's that. I think that people if you go and you stand up and say those things, you're going to get a lot of love from the public.
Yeah.
But you could probably kiss goodbye any chance of ever having an out of classroom position forever.
I believe it.
Because that's a crew, and they're all kind of working to help each other keep those cush jobs.
Buddies, yeah.
You know?
Dude, nobody wants to go back into the classroom. It's like you're already in prison, but the classroom is solitary confinement. So it's like whenever they take like admin back, they're like screaming in a suit, like, no,
I don't want to go back. No
we
way.
should do a sketch about that.
Yeah.
About
funny.
how it's like being thrown back in solitary confinement, because it is. The whole education system is kind of prison in general, but it's like at least it's like you're one of the more privileged prisoners. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You get to go outside for smoke breaks.
Oh, speaking of that, before we go, and this reminds me of people that are off campus or not on a school site. Did you guys hear about the technology and the woman that got $3 million in kickbacks? So what she did is she helped a technology company get the contracts through LAUSD so that, and pay a high premium for it. Then that technology company paid her $3 million on the back end.
Wow.
And from what I've been told, it was a the whole investigation has been long. She's just been indicted, and like she's probably going to prison.
For how long, you think, though?
Who knows? You know, I mean, I don't know.
Probably 3 years.
For bringing it, I'm not understanding that. Why should go to jail
hey
for
man,
like
what if I made sure,
okay,
ready, that you had no you're the tech company. I'm going to make sure that you get all of our contracts and there's no competition.
Ooh.
Do you see? And then what are you going to do for me? Oh, well, good. I'm going to give you $3 million.
Okay.
But I look at it and I go, you worked in LAUSD and the public, like you weren't even around kids. You already had a cush job.
Yeah.
You could have ridden that thing out into the sunset.
But that's the nature, dude, is people just want
like,
more and more.
oh my
more.
God.
You're never
I
satisfied.
bet it's so much
That's
of that
an age-old
going on. I bet
problem.
it's so much of that's happening. She just got caught. I bet it's a
Oh,
lot of that.
dude,
dude,
it's
Yeah.
happening all the time.
I mean, what we still
Yeah.
don't really know what the superintendent was arrested for.
He wasn't arrested.
Well,
So-
his house was raided.
Yeah.
We don't really know.
But then you got the
fully
whole
why,
iPad debacle from years ago, right? And that's another thing. Why was the district paying full price
though. For iPads. So like for
iPads?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It is crazy.
And guess
because you
what?
could
I
have a
did the
discount.
research. That guy went on to a cush job. So that's why I say, oh, he didn't do a bad job. He did a great job. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
See,
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy, man.
for sure.
Anyway.
Yeah, guys,
It's a whole nother episode.
whole other episode.
Corruption.
Thank you for sending in your comments. Thank you for rocking with us. To everybody who joined in the chat, left us a message or a comment. Thank you. You guys rock.
All right,
Yeah.
thank you.
Cool.
All right, guys.
Hey, everyone.
Take
Thank
care.
you so
Peace
much.
out.
Bye.
Wow.
Have a good
Toodles.
weekend.